Have a Nice Day, Linus is the first segment in the second episode of the first season of Peanuts, and here we have various stories which focus on Linus. I like having this overarching theme, everything flows together really nicely. And as always, I will go through the stories, give my thoughts, say whether I feel they work together, and also any thoughts outside of that. And the only thought I have really outside of that is that I don't like the voice they've used for Lucy. The voice acting, absolutely brilliant, no problems whatsoever, but the voice just doesn't sound like Lucy. Obviously, if this had been the first Peanuts or Charlie Brown thing I'd ever seen, that wouldn't have made any difference to me, but when I've seen a lot of the others, and the voice of Lucy is always pretty consistent, having quite a different voice style for Lucy is going to take some getting used to. On the flip side, what takes no getting used to is the animation style. It's absolutely gorgeous. It is so beautiful. The color palette is so soft. It's just so stunning to look at. Not that I don't love the traditional Peanuts colors and the traditional Charlie Brown color palettes that we get, because I do, but this is just so beautiful. So in the first segment, or the first story, Lucy locks Linus's blanket away, and the challenge is to last for 2 weeks. Linus's response I thought was adorable, kind of heartbreaking, and I would have liked to have seen this last a little bit longer. I feel like how it concluded was a bit of a cop-out almost. So it was a fun idea, but I feel like it ended too abruptly for my liking. The second one is actually a repeat of a story I watched, I think, last week. In this one, Lucy is getting slivers out of Linus's hand. I'm still unaware of what a sliver is. It's not a British term as far as I know. I believe it's just a splinter. And also from Snoopy. And this is actually a story that's in the Charlie Brown and Snoopy show, and just by coincidence, I watched that episode, I think, last week. Now I'm wondering if the rest of the stories in Peanuts also come from Charlie Brown and Snoopy show episodes that I've just not yet seen. So if that happens, I'll comment on that in due course. And it was fine, but I'd seen the story very recently and I knew how it was going to play out, so it didn't really interest me that much. In the third one, Linus is looking forward to Miss Othmer's return, and I feel like this was definitely filler. I didn't really care too much for this segment. There wasn't anything wrong with it as such, I just feel like they could have kept it out and maybe extended the first one with the blanket in 2 weeks and used that time a little bit more wisely and a bit more entertainingly. I really like the last one. The last one involves Linus eating lunch with Sally. Now, Linus argued that he's eating lunch beside Sally, but of course, Sally is determined to believe that she's eating lunch with Linus. And ultimately how that played out I thought was rather amusing, and what Linus ended up doing at the end I thought was really cute. So Linus as a character I love, and I'm really pleased he's at the heart of this entire episode. The first segment I really liked, but it should have been longer. The second, with the slivers, was good, but a repeat of something I'd literally just seen. And it did make me slightly concerned that all the Peanuts is a repeat of other stories that I've just not yet come across. But we'll see over time if that happens. The third one, with Linus getting excited about Miss Othmer, I could have taken it or left it. And then the last one with Sally, I rather liked, and I really enjoyed it. So I enjoyed the experience. I enjoyed watching it. It's not my favourite. It's not perfect. There are things that are still taking some time getting used to with this Peanuts series compared to, other Charlie Brown cartoons. But in general, Have a Nice Day, Linus was something that I enjoyed.